What's up, guys? Born to Lose here. Got a new knife. I want to kind of do a quick first impression. I did an unboxing vid of this actually, and then I scrapped it because after playing with it for 10 minutes, it's already got an issue. So I thought I would put that up, a video about that, rather than the unboxing vid, because it's probably going to have to get sent back actually. And you know, a lot of these Boker Plus knives have issues. It's a real shame because they're great designs and they're great collaborations with knife makers, but a lot of them have issues. The Albatross, a lot of people, the Boker Albatross had lock rock blade play issues. My Boker Pipsqueak, the Neil Blackwood collaboration, had blade play. I had to fix it by shimming, getting a bigger phosphor bronze washer and shimming it so that the lockup is solid. And of course now it opens fine, but it is very tight to open. But I did eliminate blade play completely. You can see how far in that lock bar is. That lock bar was not even holding against the blade back there, and it was causing a lot of lock rock. So between that and then seeing the video on the Albatross, I didn't even bother getting the Albatross because there's so many blade play issues. But then I heard, you know, Boker and Anso had kind of worked stuff out, the kinks. So I thought I'd give it another shot. And so when I saw the Minos, again, another great design, just couldn't resist. I picked it up. But it's got an issue. You hear that? That's the ceramic ball detent. Now, besides it being annoying, it doesn't really seem to affect the knife. The retention's good. I can't get the knife to open by shaking it. It opens really smooth. The lockup is good. So that's good. But let's just go over the knife quickly before we delve into that issue. So what you've got here again is another Boker Anso collaboration. You've got a full titanium knife here, frame lock. There's your back, which is titanium stonewash finish. That's a real nice stonewash too. Got your lanyard hole right there, no blade coming through. You've got titanium on this side. You've got a milled titanium slab with a matte finish down in the channels there. Let me see if I can get that to focus. And it's kind of like a labyrinth pattern. That's where it gets the name, the Minos, Greek mythology. And then you've got a titanium backspacer, which is real nice. And you can actually see that backspacer dips in a little bit there. So for ergonomics, it's pretty nice. There are your screws right there, Torx. And unfortunately, it's only tip down carry, which I guess is not a big deal. Although this kind of gets in the way, having a pocket clip right there when you hold it. The blade steel, to be honest, I'm not sure. I don't think it's S30V. I don't know what the blade steel is on this one. You can see the nice big belly there, though. It did come very sharp out of the box. You've got a single thumb stud. You've got the Boker logo right there. That's number 18. Nice low number. Too bad it's got to go back. Anso logo. Another Jens Anso collaboration. Now on this one, like I said, deployment is very smooth, and there appears to be no blade play, which is good. Speaking of that, there was one, I did have one Boker knife that didn't have any issues. I forgot to mention that. The 67. Nice and smooth. I've had no blade play with this since day one. Lockup is good. This ball detent, no noise. So this is the one Boker Plus knife I haven't had an issue with. Forgot about this guy, the Anso 67. So yeah, no blade play. So they did. That's good. I'm glad. After the Albatross and the Pipsqueak had tons of it, had a lot of lock rock. So the lockup is solid. You can see it locks up exactly at the right point. Can't push it in at all. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is this milled right here. You can see how thin that is, and there's no stop pin to prevent you from overextending the lock bar, and there is no pocket clip over that to prevent you from overextending the lock bar. The blade is beefy. It's a nice thick blade. If we take a look, let me grab a Strider SMF. That's one of the thicker folder blades, right? You know. This one tapers off a little bit more, but it's almost the same thickness. Strider's a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker. So yeah, so overall, I mean that's a nice thick blade. The knife, for being full titanium on both sides, doesn't weigh as much as I thought it would. It's substantial. It feels, you know, it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like it's a good weight. But it doesn't feel as heavy as I thought it would for full titanium, that's for sure. The blade is almost centered. Actually, it might be perfectly centered. It's a little bit off on this side, a little more leaning towards this side a little bit more. So, yeah, I mean, overall, it's a great blade. I mean, it's beautiful. As far as in the hand carry, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was from looking at the pictures before it came out online. They just made it look like a real beast of a knife. I thought it was going to be really like a big knife, and it's not. It's a perfect EDC knife. You know, it fits really nice in the hand, as you can see. No jimping, which kind of sucks, but I'll live with it. You got a choil right here. It's enough to get a good grip on it. I don't think you're going to have to worry about too much. But yeah, it fits really nice. Again, this pocket clip, though, is just kind of annoying to me. I mean, some people I'm sure won't mind it. It's not too bad. It's kind of annoying. I really like tip up. Yeah, tip up carry. Tip down is just, I don't know. You have the pocket clip in the wrong place. You know, when it comes out of your pocket, then you got to flip it around, deploy the blade. It's just not something I'm a fan of. You got a pretty good amount of spring on this pocket clip, but it's not super tight. You know, there's some are super tight where you have to like really like, you can't even lift the pocket clip. You just have to force your pants pocket kind of in there. This you got a little bit of play here where you can pull it out, so that's nice. It's a really beautiful knife. It's a lot smaller than I thought, but again, it's just another home run as far as design and materials. You know, titanium's great, the design is great, the work on the actual titanium is great, the finishes are excellent on everything, the stone wash. You know, I'm sure the blade steel is decent. And it looks like, I mean, it looks like, as of now, there's no blade play on this knife. Of course, it's really too early to tell. But I saw some albatrosses where you had blade play right out of the box, and you don't have that on this. But that detent, I mean, for a knife that's just under $300, shouldn't really do that. You know, my Strider, oh, look, nothing. This Anso, nothing. What else do I have? It's got a detent. Let's see here. Zero tolerance Strider, nothing. Boker. It's always something. If it's not the lockup, it's the detent. So I'll send it back, and hopefully we'll get another one. I'll keep you posted. Maybe I just got a defect. If anybody else has this knife and wants to post up if they have the same issue, feel free. But they're not all bad. My 67 had no problem. So the thing with Bokers is it's really all kind of hit or miss still, I guess, which is a shame because the designs are great. So yeah, man, that's it. That's the Boker Minos. Hope you enjoy, guys. Take care.